Hello everybody, mEcHjaW bringing you a little bit more Call of Duty gameplay with a little bit of Call of Duty commentary, son of a biscuit. I wanted to give a quick shout out to all of you that have recently subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much for doing so. I really appreciate when you guys support the content that I push out. And hopefully you guys are looking forward to more and more content. So, a little bit about the gameplay really fast because I hate it when people talk about gameplay the whole time. Using the PDW9 laser sight, I use drop shot a lot and I usually hate drop shotters, but I figured if you can't beat them, join them. So I figured out how to do it like easier, and I'm doing it now. It's a decent gameplay. Like I don't do anything super special. I'm not that kind of gameplay person type thing. I get a couple cool streaks, but that's about it. Anyways, enough about that. While I was getting this, I was listening to music. So that's my topic today. The music's effect, or music's effect, not the music, effect on the gaming brain. This has been documented a bajillion million times. When you listen to music doing anything, it can have a positive or negative effect on what you're doing. I personally love my music. I listen to a lot of rock and metal and things like that, which most people would be like, ew, gross, but I listen to like almost everything. Opera, dubstep, country, I don't even care what it is. As long as it's a good song, I'll listen to it. I don't like rap though. Rap is not really my thing. I like Macklemore, but I don't like most rap, like Lil Wayne, Drake, and all those. I don't like those. So I mean, I guess I have preferences, but not a lot of preferences. But it's been documented a bajillion times, you know, if you're listening to music while driving, most of the time you'll drive better, or maybe you'll drive worse, depending on the genre of music that you're listening to. It's actually been documented that the best song to listen to while driving is Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. And it was done on like 100 people. They gave them like 10 different songs from 10 different genres, and while they were listening to that song, all 10 of them had better driving results, which is sort of interesting. I mean, and this goes for everything. While you're cleaning your room, you may be listening to music and you clean your room faster, or you're less, you know, focused on cleaning your room and more interested in the music, so it makes it go by a little bit quicker. I'm doing this on the gaming part of the brain. Now, as we all know, when you're gaming, your brain does activate a little bit differently. It tends to think more strategically. It tends to think more strategically, I guess, is the only way that it thinks any different. I mean, gaming is kind of mind-numbing unless you're doing a really strategic game. Then it really focuses on parts of your brain. And when you're listening to music, I've found out you tend to do better. I mean, I usually suck at Call of Duty, and ever since, I think I've been like listening to music. Like, I don't usually listen to music. Let me preface this with that. I don't usually, and I would get, you know, 10 and 35 kill-death ratios and things of that nature. And then I started listening to music while playing a week ago because I don't listen to music all that often when I'm playing. And I wanted to try something different, and I felt like listening to it. So I decided to turn it on, and I got, you know, great kill-death ratios, and I was actually thinking a little bit smarter, and I wasn't so focused on like, oh, I gotta get this gameplay, I gotta get this gameplay. No, I was focused on the music. I was singing along and doing all that kind of thing. So, I mean, it really took a different part of my brain to focus on the gameplay and things like that, or to focus on the music instead of the gameplay, and get more entertaining footage, I guess you could say, than what I usually get. And I mean, a part of it too is the gun that I'm using and things like that, and for all we know, music could just be a placebo. And if you're unsure of what that is, a placebo is basically something that your brain thinks is going to work. Like, they've done this with medical experiments. They would give 10 people Advil and 10 people a sugar pill, but tell the people with the sugar pill, hey, you're getting Advil, and their headaches would go away, even though they got no medication. In fact, they got the opposite medication, which would normally make your headache worse. And it's called a placebo effect. It basically tricks your mind into thinking that it's getting something beneficial when it's not. It's not doing anything to your brain, or your body for that matter. And it's a really interesting thing. It's all about that mind over matter thing, but I think that music is kind of the same way. It could technically be a placebo, or it could, you know, make you do things a little bit differently. I know that when I'm listening to music and working, like, most jobs don't allow you to listen to music most of the time while you're on the clock. But like in the morning, like, I'm a stocking person at my job, so in the morning when I'm breaking down the truck and, you know, organizing everything, I'll listen to music, and I actually work faster, and I'm a little bit less prone to making mistakes because I'm using a different part of my mind, I guess you could say. I mean, it's weird to think about that. Like, oh, you listen to music and you're smarter. No, you're not smarter, but your brain isn't trying to do its hardest. It's focused on a different thing, as long as it's music that you like. Like, if it's music that you hate, I wouldn't recommend doing it. So that's my thing. I mean, I don't know if you guys have had similar, you know, experiences for this. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure lots of people listen to music. I'm sure this is nothing really new. But, I mean, it could be. I don't know. If you've never listened to music while gaming, try it. See what happens. You may figure out that if you're playing, like, League of Legends or something like that, you may figure out that you play the game a little bit differently. You may get a pentakill. Oh, my God, pentakill. You may do things you may just play a little bit differently. You should try it out, especially with Call of Duty. Like, it's probably the easiest game to just sit down and play for an hour and test yourself, I guess. I mean, that sounds kind of weird. I'm not trying to give you homework or anything like that, but you know, it is really interesting. So if you guys do listen to music while you're playing, what do you listen to? Do you guys like slow and smooth country? Do you guys like jazz? I really freaking love jazz. Do you guys listen to rock and metal? Do you guys listen to rap? What do you guys listen to? Leave in the comments below what's your favorite genre, or who's your favorite band, or who's your favorite artist, or whatever. Just, I'm kind of curious, actually. And whether you do or do not listen to music while playing video games. It doesn't even have to be Call of Duty. It can be whatever you want, like League of Legends, like I said, or whatever. Also, speaking of that, I kind of want to bring Dota 2 and League of Legends into the channel. So, I mean, I'm just prefacing that right now. You may end up seeing that content today, even. I don't know. I might play a Dota 2 match. But back on topic. I got sidetracked. But it is really interesting to know that when you are listening to music and doing certain activities, your brain acts a little bit differently. It activates more neurons in your brain hole area and things of that nature. And you know, you may have already experienced this, like I said, or you may be completely new to the idea. I have no idea, but I'm really curious. So please leave in the comments what you do when you're gaming, and keep it civil. Don't be like, I kill cats and murder puppy dogs. That's terrible. Don't even... Why would you do that? That's an awful thing to say. So anyways, thank you guys very much again for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate the support. More content coming out. And of course, before I forget, I almost forgot about this. Holy crap, how can you forget this topic? Today is the day that the PS4 is going to be announced. So they say. They're having a press conference, or press conference, or something along the lines. I don't remember what it's called. Conference of some sort, about the PS4 announcement. It's going to be released in no time. What do you guys think about that? I did a video about like console wars or something like that with Call of Duty gameplay a little while ago. I don't remember when I did it. It was a while ago. And personally, I'm an Xbox guy. I mean, I have a PS3 as well. I just happen to play my Xbox more. It's in my room, and it's not in my parents' room where my PS3 is. So I just happen to play this game, or this console more. But, I mean, the PS4, is it going to be backwards compatible? Am I going to be able to buy it and then play my PS3 games? They say you might be able to stream your PS3 games, which doesn't really make sense unless you, like, digital download them or something like that. And is it going to use the used games? Is it going to allow you to buy games from GameStop? Or whatever your gaming store of preferences, and is it going to allow you to play those games? I have no idea. There's this huge release or announcement today, and they're supposed to announce all that stuff, what it's gonna do. It's gonna most likely be Blu-ray, or like obviously be Blu-ray, because the PS3 was. And it's gonna have all these different specs and things of that nature. I guess it's gonna have a quad-core processor, I believe, and a special... The Xbox 720 and the PS4 are both getting their own special graphic or GPU units, or GP units, graphics processing units. That's what I've heard. They're getting their own special brand or something along the lines. So I'm really interested to know what you guys think about that as well. So to recap, leave in the comments what your favorite music genre, artist, song, whatever is while you're listening to, or while you're playing games, or while you're just listening to music in general, and what are your thoughts on the new consoles. So thank you guys very much for watching. Please visit my channel and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.